A very happy Kannada Rajyothsava to everyone. You know, today we're going to do something special. We're taking a journey, a deep dive right into the northern heart of Karnataka. We're heading to a land just brimming with legends, incredible architecture, and, oh, the flavors. We're exploring the historic Bagalkote district.
Wow. That quote it hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Because Bagalkote, it's so much more than just a place you can point to on a map. Think of it like a living, breathing museum. It's this incredible testament to a history so grand, and we are about to unpack it all together.
So, where do we even begin? Well, our first stop has to be understanding why this region holds such a truly monumental title. We're not just talking about beautiful temples, we're talking about the very foundations of temple design in all of India.
Okay, so when we say cradle of architecture, what does that actually mean? Well, picture this. Bagalkote was the ultimate laboratory. It was the workshop, the design school, where the entire language of Indian temple architecture was basically invented. And the most amazing part? We can still see the results of all that experimentation today, right there in the stunning temples that dot the landscape. It's incredible.
All right, so let's see where this incredible foundation led. We're talking about some of the most spectacular temple sites in the entire country. We're going to zoom in on 3 key locations that really just define the architectural genius of the Chalukya dynasty.
First up, Padadekal. I mean, just saying the name fills every Kannadiga with so much pride, and for such a good reason. This place, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a true masterpiece of fusion. It's where these brilliant architects brought together 2 totally distinct styles, the Nagara style from the north and the Dravida style from the south, and somehow blended them to create something completely new and just breathtakingly beautiful. Okay, from there, let's journey to Badami. Seriously, you have to picture this. We're talking about massive temples that weren't built, they were carved, literally subtracted from the earth itself. These magnificent caves, cut from red sandstone, sit right beside the calm, serene Agastya Lake. And inside, the walls tell these epic stories from Hindu mythology, with just unbelievable precision and power.
And this is the heart of it all, Aihole. Here's a great way to think about it. If Patadakal was the grand university, then Aihole was the primary school. It was the playground. With over 120 temples, this place was the ultimate sandbox where architects just tried everything. They experimented with towering shikara styles, different temple layouts, pillar designs, you name it. And it's no exaggeration to say that without all those experiments at Aihole, the grand temples we see across India today might look completely different.
But you know, the story of Bagalkote isn't just carved in stone, it's also written in the land itself, in its landscape. The natural environment here is every bit as important to its identity as those incredible temples.
You've got 3 major rivers that are literally the lifeblood of this region: the Krishna, the Ghataprabha, and the Malaprabha. They all weave their way through the district, nourishing this rich, fertile black soil and sustaining the people who've called this place home for centuries.
And yeah, we have to talk about the beautiful Agastya Lake in Badami again. It's more than a body of water, you know? It's like a mirror. When you see those ancient cave temples reflected on its calm surface, it genuinely feels like you're looking at history gazing right back at you. It is such a peaceful and profound sight.
Okay, so moving from those serene waters to the wild plains, we find another totally unique piece of natural heritage. It's a bit of a hidden treasure, really, the Yadahali Chinkara Wildlife Sanctuary. Get this, it is the one and only place in all of Karnataka where you can see the graceful Indian gazelle, the Chinkara, leaping across that sun-drenched landscape. It's this perfect balance of ancient heritage and untamed wilderness.
All right, so we've covered ancient stones and wild landscapes. Now let's turn to the living, breathing culture of Bagalkote. It's time to talk about the vibrant celebrations and, of course, the absolutely unforgettable food that really defines this region. You know, on a day like Kannada Rajyothsava, the entire district is just electric. The iconic red and yellow flags are fluttering absolutely everywhere. The air is just filled with the sound of folk music. You can actually feel that immense pride of being Kannadiga in every single heart. It's a beautiful, true celebration of community and culture.
And come on, you can't talk about culture without talking about food, right? The cuisine here is simple, it's rustic, and it is absolutely soulful. You've got jalata roti, that's a sorghum flatbread, paired with enegai, this amazing spicy stuffed brinjal curry. That is the quintessential North Karnataka meal. And for dessert,
Oh, you have to try the famous Amangad Kadadantu, this rich sweet made with jaggery and nuts, or the Galagalypeda that just melts in your mouth. So as we start to bring our journey to a close, it's a good moment to just step back and reflect on what makes Bagalkote so enduring. It's really this incredible blend of its powerful history, its hardworking present, and of course those deep personal connections people form with this land.
And here's a really crucial piece of trivia that puts everything into perspective. Badami, it wasn't just some temple town. It was the actual capital of the mighty Chalukya Empire, a powerhouse that shaped the entire course of South Indian history. The art, the inscriptions from that era, that's a legacy that still echoes today.
And that living legacy, it's rooted firmly in the land itself. Thanks to that fertile black soil, the region is a real agricultural powerhouse. It sustains thousands of families, making Bagalkote a leading producer of essential crops like cotton, groundnut, and sugarcane.
But beyond all the history and the economy, what people really truly remember is the feeling of Bagalkote. It's the warmth you get from a vendor's smile, that profound silence you experience inside an Ahol temple, or the taste of Karadantu on a warm, sunny afternoon. It's a district with a real, tangible heart.
So in the end, Bagalkote is so much more than just a district. It's like a living storybook of our shared heritage. From those sacred rocks and experimental temples where it all began, to the flowing rivers that sustain life today, it really does stand as this timeless symbol of Karnataka's spirit and our collective pride.
And that, of course, brings us to you. Whether it's a temple you visited, a